Manhunter, a hunter of men and women who have chosen to live life on the wrong side of the law. Fugitives who have no compassion and refuse to live by the rules of society. I track down fugitives who prey on the innocent. In 1981, my 6-year-old son, Adam, was abducted and murdered. I was shattered. I was mad at the whole world. I was bitter, angry. I didn't want justice. I wanted revenge. In 1987, I became the host of a revolutionary new television program here in America that added millions of eyes to the hunt for dangerous fugitives. It's a tough job, a brutal job. It's not the way I intended to live my life, but now it's what drives me every day. I'm John Walsh. If you do the crime, you gotta do the time. It's true now, and it was true 100 years ago in the Old West. The tradition of America's Old West is as big and wide as the Rio Grande. And at the heart of every story was a hero with a tin star pinned to his chest. They talked tough and were quick to use a gun. Those stories are part truth and part exaggeration. It was a bygone era, but the tradition still lives on in Catoosa, Oklahoma. Police Chief J.B. Hamby was a living legend. He was the law in town. For criminals, he was bad news. But for honest citizens, he was a hero.
Listen up, son. Now, we got you seriously outnumbered out here, and ain't no way you're gonna make it. So why don't you put that gun down and come on out?
To hell with you! You boys rush me, I'll blow her brains out. I ain't lying. Now back off. I mean it now. I ain't coming out.
Stupid scumbag. We got every cop in the county out here.
J.B.
Don't do it, J.B. He's crazier than 2 rats in a drain pipe. He'll kill you, J.B. Oh, Lord.
Hold it right there, cowboy. Stay back.
Now, boy, you're being dumber than a bucket of rocks. We got enough firepower back here to start a war, and some of these boys are getting a little antsy. Why don't you put down that shooter and come out here and talk about it?
Why don't you go to hell, old man? I'll blow her head off and blast you, too.
I don't think you really want to hurt anybody now, do you?
Hell, I don't. You come any closer, you're gonna find out.
Well, all right.
Don't, J.B. Hey, I'll waste her, man. I ain't lying.
Here.
J.B. Hamby was a one-man army, a one-man riot squad. He would remind you of a real good cowboy. He was an individual who had been born 100 years too late, because he would have made Wyatt Earp and Matt Dillon and some of the marshals of the early West look like Sunday school teachers. He was just a big, raw-boned individual who, if you were on the wrong side of the law, you feared him.
Larry Johnson is a former sergeant with the Tulsa Police. He was J.B. Hamby's good friend.
He had a very compassionate side to him also, though. Children loved him. He was the kids' friend, because they knew that there was strength and help in J.B. Hamby.
Bobby Joe, button up that shirt. Now, you know better than that, boy.
Yes, sir.
8 a.m., September 1st, 1978.
Oh, they do. Where are they going?
Linda Hadley and Georgia
Oh.
McAfee were just opening up shop for the day. They ran the Catoosa branch of the state's motor vehicle agency.
Well, have you decided if you're going to go into Tulsa with me and go shopping?
Moments later, David Gordon Smith pulled up in his 1967 Pontiac. His friend, Jackie Young, was riding shotgun.
It's loaded. Just check it. You got to calm down, buddy. I'm calm. Let's do it. All right.
Well, that's...
Get out of the ground! Get out of the ground!
Carolyn, call the police for being robbed right now.
Hey, get up now!
Give me your hands, lady. Give me your hands.
They were rough. They were abusive. They were frantic. I thought it would never end. I remember laying there thinking that we weren't going to walk out of this.
Where are the blank titles? Where are they?
They're right there. Just take them, please. Just take them.
Where's your hands, lady?
When they came in the room, they weren't after money. They were after the titles to make titles for stolen vehicles and fake driver's license.
Catoosa 12, do you read?
J.B. Hamby was the first man called to the scene.
Catoosa 12.
12, go ahead.
Robbery reported at the tag agency.
On my way. Boys, get on back out of the way now.
Hurry up. How do you get the damn camera off?
Freeze, you son of a bitch! Drop it!
Get the hell out of here, you old bastard.
When the shooting stopped, J.B. Hamby slipped out to reload. Jackie Young lay dead on the floor, killed by his own gun. The two women were dazed, but unharmed. J.B. had been hit. A .22 caliber bullet had sliced through his chest and shattered his aorta. As he struggled to reload his gun, David Gordon Smith got away. Mortally wounded, J.B. staggered to the next-door laundromat looking for help.
JB? God, what happened to you? JB? No. Oh, no. Help me. Can you help me over here? He just went in and handled the situation. That's how he had always done it, and that's what everyone expected of him. I think I owe my life to JB.
Probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. I had worked a number of deaths over the years. That was my job. But when one of your close friends, especially a law enforcement officer, is killed in the performance of his job and his duty, it has a double impact on you. And it's probably the most difficult thing I've ever done in my lifetime, was to have to work the crime scene and the death of a very close personal friend and a law enforcement officer. And I'll have to admit that as hard as I thought I was, I shed several tears on that day, because you immediately recall all the good times and you know, the past, and you ask yourself why. You know, why does this have to happen? The robbery itself was so needless.
J.B. Hamby was buried in full uniform. Hundreds of officers and 2,000 citizens led an impressive motorcade, taking J.B. to his final resting place. As for Smith, his getaway was short-lived. An hour after the shootout, police discovered his abandoned car. Inside was the gun which killed J.B. Hamby. Police found Smith himself at a local hospital where he'd been admitted for gunshot wounds. At his trial, Smith said that he'd simply picked up the murder weapon as he fled to his car. He claimed Jackie Young had shot Hamby. On April 24th, 1979, a jury convicted Smith of first-degree murder. One lone juror held out against the death penalty, so a judge sentenced Smith to life in prison. Smith was a model prisoner. Within 5 years, he was transferred to a minimum security prison. In 1982, Smith got married. He and his wife bought a house. He was allowed to go on fishing trips, and he raced in the Tulsa Run. For a prisoner, Smith had it pretty easy. But in October 1985, he planted a dummy in his bunk, climbed a 4-foot fence, and walked away from prison. He left behind a note claiming that his wife was being raped by a prison official. He said he escaped to protect his wife. But the state of Oklahoma investigated and no evidence was found. But the accused official did resign. For 8 years, there was no sign of Smith or his wife. Then in 1993, police in Spearfish, South Dakota, got a break in the case.
The Spearfish Police Department received a tip from an anonymous caller, a person who wants to remain anonymous. He was certain that they worked here.
Smith was working at this car dealership. On March 4th, 1993, the FBI and local police moved in.
We walked right up to him. He didn't suspect a thing, and before he could do anything, we had a hold of him, identified ourselves, and placed him under arrest.
Smith and his wife had changed their names to Gary and Bobby Johnston, but that didn't fool Dwayne Russell, the chief sheriff of Lawrence County, South Dakota.
First, he tried to deny that was him, David Smith. But when he pointed out, you know, the fingerprints don't lie, then he decided to say, yeah, that he was the one we were looking for.
Smith was sent back to Oklahoma. He pleaded guilty to escape and earned 4 extra years behind bars. He's now locked up under tighter security. He'll be eligible for parole in April 2001. Smith claims he's innocent of murder. He says Jackie Young fired the bullet that killed J.B. Hamby. I don't really care who fired the gun. In this country, you take part in a felony, somebody dies, you're guilty of murder. Plain and simple.